For a long time, my life was quiet. I'm 40, bald, and up until recently, I was living in a small apartment in Decorah, Iowa. It wasn't much, but it was home for me and my emotional support dog, Indigo, a blue healer who's seen me through everything. My days had a rhythm. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., I worked at Culver's, flipping burgers, running the fryer, a steady, predictable routine. SSI paid the bills, but it was stories and music that truly kept me going. Outside of work, I lived in two different worlds. One was online. I started a YouTube channel dedicated to gothic horror stories, narrating unsettling tales into a microphone in the dead of night. And to my surprise, it grew. It slowly, steadily climbed past 100,000 subscribers. Sponsorships started coming in. People were actually listening. The other world was music. Fridays were for cheap drinks and loud laughs with friends at the local bar, but Saturdays were for metal. I played guitar in a heavy metal band. We had this fast, unapologetic German sound, heavily inspired by the band Accept. For a while, it felt like we were really going somewhere. The riffs were tight, the energy was there. Then reality hit. Our drummer had to quit, no drama, just life getting in the way. And just like that, the band fell apart. I tried again, aiming for something darker, a female-fronted band with a heavy, Sabbath-style doom sound. I poured my heart into it, but it never really took off. Members drifted, the momentum died, and another dream faded away. I was frustrated. It felt like every musical path I took just led to a dead end. I started looking for a change, not just for inspiration, but for a whole new life. And that's when I started thinking about Edinburgh. The Gothic architecture, the ancient stone, the history practically breathing from the streets. It felt like a place my stories belonged. With my YouTube income, the idea went from a daydream to a real possibility. I figured out the visa, made a plan, packed my life into a few cases, and with Indigo by my side, I left Iowa for Scotland. I found a flat inside a converted castle just outside the city. Stone walls, narrow spiral staircases, it was unreal. And the people, they were amazing, warm, welcoming, genuinely curious. Conversations in pubs quickly turned into real friendships. One night, in a loud, beer-soaked heavy metal bar, I met her. Her name was Isla. She was Scottish, a musician to her core, a singer, a bassist, and a diehard metalhead. We started talking about bands, influences, all the failed projects, and near misses. The connection was instant. We started jamming together, just for fun at first. But then something clicked. We formed a new band, inspired by the melodic storytelling power of Iron Maiden. For the first time, everything felt right. It wasn't about chasing a trend or trying to force something to work. It was just pure shared purpose. We also made a decision together early on, no kids. Our life was going to be about music, travel, late nights, and creating something that would last. From that small apartment in Iowa to a castle in Edinburgh, from a string of failed bands to a future forged in steel and song. This is where my music finally found its home. Thanks for listening to my story.